Welcome back to another episode of Bopcast, where I interview outliers who are breaking the mold regardless of the status quo. These people are pursuing their dreams, and today we have somebody who fits this mold. His name is Ethan Ross. It's his second time on the show. He just hit 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and I'm not here to belabor a point about numbers and statistics. That actually is not the point of this interview. This is a raw and dynamic conversation with a dynamic individual. We go a little bit all over the place. We touch on some important subjects. We touch on some things that haven't been said on many interviews before, which I really appreciate. And Ethan just brings this incredible perspective because he truly is pursuing his dreams. He truly is doing what he wants to do in a genre, even switching genres from what he did in 2019 to what he's doing now in 2022 and now 2023. So let me tell you just a couple things before we go in. This is a 100% listener supported show. That means if you share the show, that's how the show grows. We don't have ads and sponsors for a reason because we don't want to muddy the content. Again, it's a long form interview. Use the timestamps and the chapters in the description to navigate. You don't have to do the full 2 hours at once. I suggest you do, but you don't have to, so we have the timestamps for that. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I truly believe you will enjoy this dynamic interview with my friend Ethan Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Bopcast. Today on the show for the second time, the two-peat, Ethan Ross. How you doing, brother?
I'm amazing.
Dude.
Fantastic.
I already had you on once, man. We had a crazy conversation.
Crazy.
Hey, it's got downloads, it's got plays, people saw it, but we didn't have the video version. I feel like we need the full Ethan Ross in multiple
experience. We need the whole damn thing.
Exactly.
Or nothing.
That's it, man. So we're back here, man. I just saw you the other day. Just saw you perform the other day, which was a lot of fun.
A few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, at the Mad Minds. Yep.
2-3 weeks ago.
So, and for people who don't know, I think most people probably know if they're listening to this, but you're a rapper, you're an artist, you're a songwriter.
Yes, sir.
That's what you do full time.
Yeah.
That's your career.
Yeah.
You would say. And so,
hell yeah.
Just to continue with the context for 30 seconds, how long have you been doing this? Like, how long have you been full-time artist?
2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 years, but really like a year.
And what did you do? Did you have full-time jobs before that, or what did you do?
Oh man, I've worked hella jobs. I don't know what counts as full-time versus part-time because people like to argue that shit, but it's semantics.
Really? So isn't it 40 hours or not?
It's a number of hours, but people always argue the semantics.
People
want to know what I did for every minute of every day.
Oh, no, I'm not like that. I just want to know if you were
people.
a cashier and then you were a rapper type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
No. There were times where I had multiple jobs at once, though, outside of music, where I had 2 part-time jobs.
Yes.
Type shit. And college. When I was in college.
Was there a moment when you were like, okay, I could probably continue. I could probably take this to another level, or
with music?
Yeah. Was it or is it just gradual?
Oh no, it was a moment, but it was gradually brought in. I think I just got tired of jobs.
Was there any specific job though when you're like, okay, this is the last straw, baby? I'm done. I'm out of it.
UPS.
No shit.
Yeah.
Driving the truck or just delivering?
No, just boxes.
Just boxes.
Handling the box. I'm good at handling the box, that's for sure. But
Yes.
that wasn't the type of box I wanted to handle.
Good practice.
I didn't need that type of practice. That shit was not necessary for me. But it showed me how much it sucked for me. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't want to keep doing this.
Yeah. So
I quit.
I just can't imagine, or I guess I can imagine because it happened, but I'm Ethan Ross. I got this. I'm an artist. I'm doing this thing. Got my music going. You probably got some plays and you're working in this factory,
Hey, UPS, it was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a hot minute ago.
Yeah, but dude,
am I breaking the fourth wall if I look there?
By definition, yeah, but I don't
care what
you do.
Or where should I look? Do I look over here?
No, this is your camera. Yeah, that's your
just to make the connection. Yeah, I mean, okay, back to what I was saying now that I got that out the way.
Yeah.
2019 was very different for me. Mm-hmm. My whole mindset towards music was different. So it made sense for me to be doing other ventures.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking 3 years ago.
Let me ask you this. So if you're in a position in music where, and by the way, for people listening, if we go on some artist talk, we go on some artist talk. Kind of is what it is. Just roll with us. But you're in a position where you're like, okay, I have some plays, I have some fans, like I can bring people out to a show, but I don't know if I should, like, take it to the next level and devote all my time. Like, imagine if you had multiple passions that are like the same strength as music. Like, is it hard? Like, can you get?
That's
like,
bad.
Yeah, like that's gotta be.
That's bad.
Was it more obvious for you where it's like, this is my thing?
Oh, this is my only passion.
Yes, got it.
Because I like acting too, but for me, acting is part of music already, so I don't need to like do that shit separate. Because for me, I don't need to make movies. I could just act in my music videos. Or act when I'm making the song type shit. So if you have multiple passions that clash with music, it's going to be harder to make it as an artist because you need to put your all into one thing. People could disagree. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their own opinions and have disagreements and have discourse.
Yes.
But my opinion is that you can only have one true reigning supreme passion.
Yeah. I believe you 100%.
Unless you do one thing first, make it in that, and then do the other thing after. That can be done.
It's just a tough plan to execute in terms of like the longer your goals are time-wise, the harder it's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So did you have goals back then when you took the jump of like, okay, this is what I'm going to do? But like, did you have goals? Like, did you
I was way messier.
Okay.
I was way messier. I had my shit not together. But I was just like, fuck it.
And you prioritize your mental health, I think, too, at a certain point that we touched on the last episode.
I had to start. Yeah, I still prioritize it. Like, I do therapy and shit. But the thing is, like, with therapy, it's not up to the therapist to fix you. Like, you have to walk in with the mindset, like, I could fix myself and this person is going to help me, but they don't have the answers. Like, I had a discussion, not really an argument, just a discussion over Instagram Live with one of my other artist friends. And he was saying, yo, how could I go to therapy? How the fuck can someone else tell me how to feel? And then I came on and I said, it's not their job. You have to do that. You have to go to therapy and do that shit. They're not supposed to sit there and tell you what the fuck is wrong with you. You have to use your words until you crack the code of who you are. Literally, it's there for you to have an unfiltered conversation that they can't share with other people. And a lot of people don't see therapy as that. You can't just go to another human being and expect them to lay it out for you. So I think if more people saw therapy for what I think it is, there wouldn't be that whole discussion of, oh, therapy's bullshit. It's not bullshit. Like, you shouldn't let people misusing it define the whole idea of what it is.
Yeah. You never want the exception to define the rule.
Definitely not.
To define, like, especially in this case, the whole opinion of what therapy is. But yes, some cases that are, where it's all about the person who's driving the car. It's not the car.
Definitely not.
It's like in that case,
it's all about the artist recording, not the microphone.
Exactly, man. No.
People have always asked, what mic do you use? Like, even my engineer at the time was like, it's not the mic.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, but people want to know. They actually don't want to know that to take advice. They want to know what you use.
It's not one size fits all.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying they want to know what you use, not for them, but just because they want to know about you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, like, and also, sure, could validate if, like, Ethan uses this, so I'll use it. There is some validation, but I think truly, like, people do just want to know about you,
Yeah.
And that's why I love podcasting too, because it kind of does open that up where it's like Ethan Ross may talk about therapy, but like like I can't imagine you. I'm not gonna have your opinions or your experiences in any of your songs. Like, some of them will be in there, but I have to sift through the song stuff to get to it. Where it's like, I gotta ask you this. Like, I heard some advice. I forget who was saying this about music, but music has to. This may be, I'd love to go into therapy and masculinity too, so maybe we'll bookmark that.
Yeah, it's an important one.
Just since we're on this, maybe it'll take 2 minutes. In terms of music, it's the songs that invoke emotion for a large amount of people. Those are the songs that end up, I don't want to say taking off, but having more of a mass appeal. Do you think,
no matter what the emotion is?
Exactly. Do you think that artists, a lot of times, especially like coming up artists, get caught up in their own experience or their own music, and what a mentor said to me is, which you would agree.
A mentor?
Yeah. He works with Diddy now, but I mean, I got lucky. I work with a really cool guy.
Wow, I would love to meet mentors.
Oh, this guy and you would be like, this would be like the meeting of the minds, dude.
That would be fire.
His name's Beej Links. We might be able to make it happen one day.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's amazing. He said to me the first session we went in there, no idea why he even took us. He was like, I guess I'll just take these guys hourly. Like, we didn't even have any original music.
Damn.
He was like, everybody thinks their bars are dope.
That's fire.
Right?
Yeah.
And we all do. So it's like, the way I look at it, I'm like, okay, the best artists really, they almost go beyond themselves to connect with people. Whereas you hear a lot of artists, or a rapper will hear Drake talking about his money and his bars and his this and his that. Mm-hmm. We're not listening to Drake because we relate to his emotions. Yeah. We're listening to Drake because we almost want to, it makes us feel good that we can recite these words and almost feel like we're in this lifestyle.
Yeah, even though we know it's not necessarily what we live, it's like, it's still dope to listen to. Yeah. Because you like to hear someone else's story doesn't mean it has to be yours.
So then there's the Drake, but then there's the whatever, probably a bad example, but like the Taylor Swift effect with females. She's primarily female audience. Like she's describing some emotions that a lot of other girls are feeling, you know? Yeah. So when
it's a whole different type of thing.
Yeah. So do you think about that though when you're making music?
No.
Okay.
No. Sometimes I think about what I would say in a certain situation. Mm-hmm. But it's about what I would say, not what someone else would say. It's always about me. It's my music. Has to be. And then it's like a gamble. You just tell your own story, tell your own emotions, and then the people relate, they relate.
Do you have songs where, you know, you were like, this one's gonna fucking hit, and it doesn't hit? Or do you not have any of those? It's not that type of expectation.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's really not even like that at all. I used to. I was bad. I liked music a lot less when I was like that.
Making music, you're saying you liked a lot less.
Yeah. Making music, like I always loved music, but making music, the whole process changed when I was like, fuck it. Yeah, like a year ago, I really said fuck it.
What did that entail? I love it. Like, what do you mean?
What, saying fuck it?
Yeah, like what did that mean? Like, what did that translate to in reality? What were the differences?
Just me getting behind the microphone and saying whatever the fuck I wanted. Yeah. Using whatever beats I wanted, like doing whatever genre or style I wanted, and just like full sending that. Because I realized it really doesn't matter. You know, I was looking at people I listened to like Lil Darky, and I was like, bro, shit doesn't matter, bro. I could do whatever the fuck I want. Or like even artists like X. Mm-hmm. You know, artists like him, where I was like, I love this shit. I want to do some shit like this. I love it. What's holding me back from making the music I want to make? Nothing. That's it.
Do you think, so when you made Katana, you didn't have that mindset?
No.
For people that don't know, I'll link it below so you can hear the difference.
Yeah, no. Far from that. My whole mindset was like pop hits when I made Katana. But what's ironic is like Katana stood the test of time and it's still going. But like, I feel like that was a wild card. You know what I mean?
Full fan moment, dude. Full fan experience for me. I owned.
Appreciate you.
I got you. I owned a Suzuki Katana 600.
That's crazy.
And it would have been in your music video, like full stop, because it was perfect, dude. It was a red Suzuki. Like it looks so Japanese, bro. Mm-hmm. It like so weird, such weird body line.
Tough.
And I would listen to your song and ride that shit. Like I felt like the man, bro.
Did I know this, or are you just telling me now?
I'm just telling you now.
That's fucking crazy. I love that shit.
Amazing, dude. Amazing. Yeah, I love talking about. I'm very curious. I probably asked you this on the last one about artists who, if they think about the music video while they're making the song. I love that question.
Vaguely.
Vaguely, yeah.
Very vaguely, yeah.
So you're not a overly visual person with your. Do you think more in words, or do you think more in?
Little bit. I think in. That's hard, bro.
Oh, I know.
It's a tough question.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know.
Shit, bro. I mean. When I write songs, it's visual because I paint images in my head, but those are just images in my head. I don't know how somebody else is going to interpret them. That's like a mystery to me. Yep. I don't fucking know. Because I could see it in my head one way, and then the listener could see it totally different. I kind of accept I have very little control over that. Because when I ask, hey, like, what do you see in a music video for Force of Nature? Somebody will be like, oh, I see like an explosion and then some birds and then I see a waterfall. And with me, I'm just like, cool, I just see me walking with the axe in the woods.
What's up with you and axes?
And I mean, what's not up with me and axes? I'm wearing a fucking flannel.
You want to
the red lumberjack flannel.
Are you trying to live where I live?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to go chop wood.
Dude, my guy's got an axe fetish, dog, almost. Like,
I don't know about a fetish.
You're not stroking your axe
the
like
word
after the
fetish is just so, it suggests a lot, you know?
It does.
Yeah, bro.
Real.
That's a suggestive word.
Do they cover that in therapy, your fetish?
Not yet.
I was wondering in general, like, is that
I just started with a new guy.
So how'd that come
a couple
about?
months ago. Huh?
How'd that come about, a new therapist?
I changed insurance.
Okay.
So I had to find a new person who's nothing too crazy.
Is he, you like having a good experience?
Yeah, he's too tough, tight. I was about to say a word, synonym, adjective that starts with T, and I said toot, tough, tight.
He's tough and tight.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Tough and tight. Sounds like anal sex right there.
Yeah, for
tough and tight.
It's always tremendous.
Me and my therapist.
You guys are like this, man.
Like this.
Do you know Ed Milet?
Nah, who's that?
You probably really like him. He's a podcast. Oh, well, he might be a billionaire. I don't know how much money he has.
Billionaire.
Yeah, he has a lot of money. I mean, he's pretty. So he has this concept in his book. His book's called The Power of One More.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like one more rep, one more song, one more verse, whatever. Like.
Okay, I've heard. Yeah, heard of that.
It's not. Yeah, I don't know if it's his like original idea, but it's really like the crux of what he does and what he teaches.
Amazing.
He has this idea of the one.
Okay.
There's somebody in, I don't want to say every family, but if you look at Kanye West's family, Elon's family, the Roosevelts. It's maybe the Roosevelts aren't a good example actually. Any actor that came from nothing, right, and they were the first one in their family to quote unquote make it, right?
Yeah.
You become, if you know in your family that you're the one, it's almost like you have an obligation then to go fulfill the dreams.
And
right?
to fulfill it in other ways too.
Like basically maximize your potential because all of the other people by default up until you didn't have that.
Or they didn't have the resources.
Yeah.
Like in my family's case, a lot of my relatives before me just didn't have the right resources. It was harder for them to get out there. They didn't have the internet. Yeah. So harder for them to put their music out there.
Do you think if this concept, you know,
Excuse me.
You're good, dude. It's a podcast, baby. It's probably a theory, but like, do you think you're the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a feeling, right? I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's why my family was scared of me doing music. Because it didn't work out for my uncle and my father. So they said, you're going to fail as well. And I said, I don't know about that. So, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird topic to talk about.
It is. I think it's powerful, though.
It is powerful because I'm just like, no hate. It's nothing personal, but I'm still going to do it. And now yeah.
It's not really logical, to be honest. I don't think so.
Nothing's logical.
No.
I think it was more logical for them to be like, well, this is the generational curse.
True.
You're not strong enough to break it. You know, you're trying to make this music. And like my music might have been booty at the time too, so
as all of ours.
Fair for them to
I
say,
mean, nobody comes out the gate like.
Oh, I didn't come out the gate making amazing music. I came out the gate.
I like some of your earlier stuff. I mean, I don't know. I didn't go back.
I'm talking about early, like when I was 14, 15, and people were like, "Oh, you're the corny white rapper. We don't need another one of those." And so my family was obviously seeing it like, "Yeah, no, he's not gonna do it." And I don't blame them. I wasn't making very good songs, so I understand why they thought I would not take it to where I'm taking it.
I'm going on topics today, and we'll see where we go. Do you feel, say somebody like Jack Harlow starts popping or something like that? Like, are you concerned with representation at all? Does that make you feel better if you see somebody that looks like you who's made popping or something like that? Like, does that have any bearing on you personally? Or are you like really in your lane? Like, I don't pay attention to what other people do.
I'm really in my lane.
Yeah. Like,
I'm really in my lane.
I'm gonna go where I go, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, I'm in my lane.
Because there's a lot of talk about that in terms of on every genre, I think.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to be said there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about somebody who looks like me and I relate to deeply, I've had that since I was like 13, 14 with LP. So, you know LP from Run the Jewels?
From Run the Jewels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
He's a redheaded Jewish guy.
Oh my God, you're right.
From New York.
And then Beastie Boys are the OGs then, you know.
Yeah, but I didn't gravitate towards Beastie Boys as much as I did towards LP. So, and A$AP Rock, who's also like a white Jewish guy who has my birthday.
Haunted by the thought I would have should have been continuing ruling in a 20-year affinity, a rickety condition with the ID crisis, rap on the bang long, look up in the sky. I'm like, dude, I used to just rehearse.
What song is that?
That is
Bazooka Tooth?
Nah, it's like Bones or something or shit. We'll find it.
I used to listen to Cycles to Gehenna a lot. Bazooka Tooth, None Shall Pass.
None Shall Pass is that None Shall Pass beat is on another level, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It's just crazy. I'm nerding out about A$AP Rock.
Daylight.
Yep.
Daylight.
Even his newer.
He's Jewish, bro.
No, that makes sense.
I always
and
kinda,
a skateboarder too, which is just
that's
sick.
fine.
That's just a cool aspect that he can like skate really nice.
Yeah. So when it came to like Jewish guys who rapped, I always looked at A$AP Rock and LP like, yo, this is fire.
Artists with other talents, I think, is such a cool thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and then you got the multidimensional. You got a Donald Glover, right, where it's like act, comedian, music, everything. Would you like to do that? I mean, you're gravitated to acting. I mean, could you see yourself then flipping to the acting world and just ripping?
Yeah. I always loved Childish Gambino's music.
Me too, man.
I think he actually he's like an anomaly because the dude could sing super well.
Yeah.
And like his singing songs are fire. I actually like some of his singing songs better than his rapping songs, I think. Like Telegraph Ave. Bro, crazy. Got This Money. You ever heard that? I got this money, baby. I want to spend it on you. I'm like, damn. This dude is a fucking monster. And this was me at like 14, 15 discovering his mixtapes. I was like, Childish Gambino, he is on another level.
Dude, because the internet was my shit, was just when I found him for the first time.
That was my shit too.
Yeah, I bumped that album hard, baby. Hard.
Yeah.
And can we talk about Anderson .Paak, how good he's been forever?
He's don't listen to him, but I know how good he is.
Yeah, like he's always been good.
I have all the respect for Anderson .Paak, but I actually don't know much of his catalog.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Childish Gambino, where I know so many of his songs.
Breezy Lovejoy, that was Anderson .Paak's name before Anderson .Paak.
I know about that.
Yeah.
He had songs with. Did he have songs with Wax?
I don't know.
The rapper Wax.
The rapper,
and Dumbfounded.
Yeah, can you check?
You know Dumbfounded?
Dumbfounded, I know. I don't know Wax though.
Okay. Yeah, I thought Breezy Lovejoy had songs with Wax, Dumbfounded.
There was it was like the same. He never changed his vibe up. He was like on a roof. He's just like rapping the shit, like, or he's just in like some kind of weird studio looking place, like in some random location. It was perfect.
Dude has a cool voice for rapping too.
He did have a couple songs with Wax.
With Wax?
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you I was a hardcore Wax, that's how I heard Anderson .Paak early on.
Dude, I don't know this guy.
Wax.
I'm gonna have to get on him.
Wax, bro. When I was in high school, bro, Wax was like one of my idols. Like idolized Wax. So with you said segmenting your audience. My thing is that you have to mix it all together. So like, I'll give an example, right? Joey Badass kind of raps about everything. Kendrick Lamar like raps about everything. So it's never just one thing. It's varied lyricism that just touches on so many topics without getting too obsessive over one thing. And that's why these guys like just break the whole matrix and get so huge. Especially Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. I mean, that dude has mastered the art of just like, he could just spit about whatever, like say what, even he could say funny things and goofy things, but it's like, it's the best shit ever. Back in 2011, I remember finding Kendrick Lamar, and when he really grew on me, I was like, this guy is one of the greatest. I knew right away. Because he would have songs about a multitude of topics. Like he would talk about women, he would talk about drugs, and tell stories about experiences he had with these things that were so believable and felt so personal. Even the ones I never lived, like I felt like I did, because he told it in ways where like, even with my life and my upbringing, I was able to listen and be like, yo, this is hitting very close to home in so many ways. I'm talking about Section 80 in particular, because that was the album that had that impact on me. really, really early on. I felt like he talked about everything on the album. I mean, he still does, but that was like when I found him. And that was back when I wasn't used to hearing artists do what he was doing. Whereas now there's more people who I feel like have taken notes and more people that are trying to push the envelope. But back then I felt like Kendrick Lamar was one of the only ones pushing the envelope like that.
What do you see in that respect in the terms of hip hop? Like I think you really, as we've alluded to, like, you're on your own course. Like, you got your own fan base. You got, like, you don't got to really worry about anybody else. But do you think about hip hop, and we'll probably talk about New Jersey too, because this is such a fucking topic that me and Beto seem to just fucking love to talk about.
You got to talk about New Jersey and like make sure the people who aren't from New Jersey can be like, this is relatable.
I just hate when it's like, and by the way, he just posted a clip with somebody that I don't know, and no disrespect to you, brother, but he was talking about like Jersey doesn't get this respect or whatever. I'm like, from fucking who, dude? Whose respect do we need?
Nobody.
The gods? Fucking who are these people? What are there's people that just pull strings and are like, let's bring New Jersey up? Like, I don't need New Jersey. I don't need anybody to care about New Jersey.
False narrative. The whole narrative that New Jersey doesn't get respect is completely false. Halsey is from New Jersey. Bro, Queen Latifah is from New Jersey.
Whitney.
Redman. Lauryn Hill. Bro, some of the greatest are from New Jersey.
And I guess...
Isn't Wyclef from New Jersey?
Let's check that too.
I'm pretty sure Wyclef is from New Jersey.
And that's just some artists. There's every single
there's so many.
Sport, anything.
Yeah.
So
he's gonna find out in a second.
But I think that might be partially the point. And I've heard rumors about Halsey and her friends, and I know people who know her, and so I've heard
I love
things.
Halsey.
I love Halsey's music too. I love her. I love her music. I like her stuff. I think there's also
Wyclef is from Jersey.
Yeah, he's from Newark.
Bro, who's not from Jersey, bro?
Yo, how many great artists too from Camden,
Jersey.
Newark,
So many.
Trent? I mean, any
So many.
city. I mean, Joey Diaz is from
Endless.
North Bergen.
Yeah.
070 Shake is from North Bergen.
Coyle Ray.
I love 070 Shake. I think 070 Shake is my favorite.
I don't know
Jersey.
that-
You don't her?
Her? No.
Yeah, you don't know 070
I didn't even
Shake?
know if that was a guy or girl. I don't know.
Bruh. Yeah, Coyle Ray is dope too.
Coyle
but
Ray's
like
cool.
I think my favorite Jersey artist is 070 Shake.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Trek, can we
Angela
pull up a
Moda.
picture of her? 070 Shake?
She's amazing.
All right. Yeah, just discovered Coyle Ray recently because
Okay.
my buddy was shooting pictures for her.
Oh yeah.
And he told me the story on the podcast, and I'm like, everybody talks about her, but I had no idea who she was.
Yeah, I've known about her since like 2017. She's been around. Playing shows.
Did
doing
not
her
even
thing.
open the DM. We're trying to see if we could get a podcast going, but I don't try too hard, but see what we can do.
That's 070
I
Shake.
feel like I've seen her.
She's made songs with Kanye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you like about her?
Her music.
Just
I
about,
love
what does
her
she
songs.
do? She's a rapper? Or?
She raps and sings at the same time. I mean, I literally got into her because of just the music. Funny enough, I found her on a Good Music, the label Good Music compilation album. So Kanye has known about her for a very long time.
That's also interesting to me. Isn't it cool how like J. Cole can just go and find Loot, J.I.D., Boss? Like these people, the best artists put the best artists on.
Yeah.
And
If
dude,
it even
yeah.
needs to happen.
If it even
anymore.
needs to happen.
Yeah.
But somebody with like Loot, like nobody's gonna like. He's just kind of a lower key rapper in terms of like he's not a really.
I haven't listened to Loot that much.
He's
I've heard his
good,
music
yeah.
and it's very good.
Yeah, but
I haven't
hate-
delved
yeah.
into it.
No disrespect, but I'm like he's probably not going to be found as
If not for J. Cole.
yeah, or at least in a way, you know.
With the internet, it's possible.
True.
With the internet, anything is possible.
Dude, what's the deal with like labels and shit? Is that like, do you care about that, or like, what's up with artists being obsessed with like?
Well,
trying
like
to get
I
a record
just said,
deal?
with the internet, you can really do it all. Like, somebody who J. Cole found would still end up making it if they have the it factor, because your song or video will blow up on TikTok or Twitter or Reels, Facebook Reels even. There's so many different avenues now. The game changed. So people that think they would need to be put on, like Jid, would be Jid regardless.
100%.
And all of these guys would be where they are eventually regardless, as long as they persisted, you know.
So
Yeah.
do you are you like, okay, yeah, if somebody a label approached me, I'd entertain a conversation.
I always entertain the conversation because I'm open-minded.
Have you spoken to various labels before, or
Like A&Rs.
I guess yeah.
To a degree, it was nothing that crazy, but it was like people who've been trying to fuck me over.
Oh.
Yeah. I've dodged a few bullets.
They're trying to take credit for stuff you've done? Like, what does it look like?
They want to trap me in some sort of production deal or some sort of like 360 situation, or like something where they can get away with giving me the minimum and taking the maximum. And it hasn't happened in a hot minute, but just some time ago it was common.
And then they own your shit for the rest of your life or something like that.
If you let them, yeah. I've known people who fall in for the trap. Me, I have a good manager who helps me stay clear of everything because he's very no nonsense, my manager.
So how did that relationship form?
He found me through a rapper named Babyface. You know Babyface?
Yeah, I know Babyface. I've talked to Babyface. I should probably get him on the podcast.
Yeah, dope guy. So he found me through Babyface. He ended up just following my SoundCloud. He liked... maybe not even my music, but I think he liked my voice and my personality in my songs. He was able to tell that there was potential there for me to do something better and different. Because at the time, my songs were very, like, not there yet. I had this one song called You Will Not Finesse Me. And it was a really goofy little song. Very goofy, funny little song. But the guy who's managing me now, he heard that song. He was like, something here. So he was able to see what would become before it became. That's precisely what happened. So he took a chance on me. We had like a 3 to 4 hour phone conversation, and he was helping me upload my music to all platforms and doing my distribution for me. And a couple years later, we signed a contract, and then he actually, like for real, became my manager officially. Here we are.
There you go, Ethan Ross.
We winning.
What are the benefits? Like, what is a manager? Are they booking you shows?
They do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Not really the booking shows part.
Yeah, I don't even know what they do, dude. This is how fucking educated I am. Like,
he does all the administrative shit for me. Okay. Like, if there's anything you could think of in terms of
a writer for a show or something like that, maybe, or like.
That's not what I mean by administrative. I'm talking about the music. We're talking strictly music, and sometimes social media, and like ensuring that I have all my legal stuff handled.
Your ASCAP or...
That is included. I use BMI. No shade to ASCAP, but...
I should use one of them.
Yeah, he helped me get my shit straight, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like wanting a manager can be resistance almost. Like... I want a manager.
You don't get a manager, I think, by looking for it. A manager has to approach you, and by the time you get one, it'll be like, yeah, it's dope. They approach you. That's it.
Yep. I had one that happened to me once, but they're trying to take advantage of me. Or actually not doing anything. That's it's
about their reputation as well. Like, your relationship with them has to be dope, or there has to be a reputation, like a history. Like, people's pasts a lot of the time don't lie about them. They got patterns. And my manager has had a lot of accomplishments, and he's helped a lot of people and done a lot of good things with other artists. So he has a great track record.
We have to lay down the law on this fucking New Jersey shit, though. I want to wrap that up. I want to wrap that in a fucking
bow. Is that the next topic that we're delving into?
No, I just want to wrap it.
The man.
I just want to wrap it into a bow. I mean, I'll go anywhere you want to go, dude. If you want to fucking propose something, we'll do it.
Let's wrap it in a fucking bow.
I just want to get it out of the way. Like, I don't really want to talk about it anymore, to be honest.
Let's get this shit out the way. For my people listening in Texas, in California, and Arkansas. For my people listening in Hawaii.
Let's go.
For my people in Canada.
Get it out.
All around the world. For my people in Argentina, we're going to talk about the forbidden land that nobody knows of.
Nueva Jersey.
Where dinosaurs still exist. New Jersey.
That's it, dude.
New Jersey is like a mystical land. Because when I talk to people about New Jersey, I'll always have the wackiest, goofiest, silliest stories to tell them. And I'm like, will they believe me? Do they care? But I have so much fun talking about it, I don't even give a shit if people give a shit. Because I give a shit, because New Jersey has like this crazy lore around it where I feel like people will never really understand what it's like to be here. But it's like, it's fun. I'm glad I'm from New Jersey. It adds a certain spice to you.
Yeah, it's definitely a way of living, being, talking, expressing yourself, criticizing people, cursing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we have a thing for sure.
You
like,
say pork roll, but I say Taylor ham.
Yeah, I say both, but whatever.
I say Taylor ham. I never say pork roll.
Oh yeah, no, I say pork roll. Yeah. Often,
I just see that behind you. That's how I knew.
Yep. Yeah, and that was a gift. So
it's delicious.
Yeah, no, and by the way, I like Taylor ham. I don't buy it. I buy a different brand, so I don't eat Taylor ham. I eat the product.
I don't eat a lot of pork. I didn't cut it out.
I don't like pork, dude. Really that much.
I like it.
You like it?
I love it. I love bacon. So I love pork. I just don't eat it a lot.
I fuck with that. No, I'm chicken and ground beef, dude.
You know what's happening right now?
What's happening?
We're getting sidetracked as fuck right now.
We gotta stay in New Jersey, bro.
Yeah.
Do you have ADHD too or something?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's why we're going back and forth so much.
It's all that pork we've been eating, bro.
So
that shit gave us ADHD.
All that Taylor ham. All right,
all
guys.
That Taylor ham makes it hard to focus.
I'll adapt on some New Jersey shit. But
shit
no,
can't
dude,
be good for your brain.
All
those bagels with American cheese, ketchup, salt, pepper, egg, hash brown. That is just a deadly combination that we just glamorize over here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but come on. The South is way worse, I would think. I feel like they got real comfort foods
really
down
depends.
there. Or Texas
really
with
depends.
the barbecue. Like, your asshole's not intact.
I'd rather have Texas barbecue than just like slamming a Taylor ham egg and cheese every
dude.
day.
Pork, egg, and cheese is the best ever, dude. I would take that over anything except
Given
chicken.
the fact that I have such bad acid reflux, I could have none of the above.
Yeah, you're out of this question.
Like, I'm totally out the game for all this shit. So, like, yeah.
Back to what you said, though.
I hate having food FOMO, bro.
Oh, do you have it since you have this, though?
Occasionally.
Okay, so you see, like, can you eat fries or like a burger? And
I could eat fries if I'm, like, making them
what's
myself.
What's the food you want to eat that you can't eat?
I have to avoid excess vegetable oil. So fast food, like especially French fries and chicken tenders, unfortunately, like, yeah.
Can't happen.
Chick-fil-A.
Damn.
All my favorites. It's the oils, because the oils fuck with your esophagus. The oils, bro. Like, olive oil's good, but for me, like, my whole digestive system has become so sensitive because I had excess in my eating habits. Excess, bro. It was bad. I had to fix some shit up.
Do you think there's a mental difference in terms of diet? Like, if you have one diet, you feel this mentally, a different diet, you feel that?
Yeah. The more vegetables I eat, the more focused and clear-headed. But I've also been able to accomplish really dope shit eating hella fast food. Yeah. Which worries the fuck out of me. Because, like, I've made shit I was so proud of and just done awesome things off of, like, some fried meat cheese concoctions. And I'm just like, yo, how is this shit not preventing me from getting things done? And then the health problems hit later, and I'm like, there it is. Sometimes it's a long-term effect and not a short-term one. Sometimes the long-term is, like, it takes a few months, and then one day you wake up and you just don't feel the same.
Catches up.
Yeah. Over time.
I think that's a good metaphor for most things in life too, where it's like if you do a bad thing once, it's not
shit catches up to you over
it's
time.
not bad. Everything will. Yeah. Everything will.
Wait, say that again?
If you do a bad thing once, it's only in your mind, it's only bad one time.
Yeah.
It's about if you continue to repeat the pattern over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Each time in your mind you justify it because you're like, oh no, it's just this time.
Yeah.
Like an addiction, right?
You know
it's
what's crazy? I talked to a girl because I technically have an eating disorder. I've like suffered from anorexia, binge eating. Like, I've had eating disorders my whole life, basically. So I spoke to a girl who also deals with it, and she told me a piece of advice I thought was super obvious at the time, but really stuck with me, and now I see the value in it. She said eating something unhealthy once is not really the deal breaker. It's when you keep doing it over and over and over again. So that one thing you eat that you're going to beat yourself up over, like, if I have 2 cookies and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to eat the whole box. Like, that's not the way to think. If you just have 2 of something, that's not enough to do damage. But what is enough to do damage is when you OD after that. So if I break diet and I just go crazy once, it's not going to do anything. It's what happens the next day.
I don't think people understand the strength and the value of the relationship they have with themselves in terms of what they allow themselves to do. And then the effect that has on them. Like
people don't get it.
No, they don't get it. If you let yourself pick up your phone 400 times a day, you're just telling yourself that you're telling your body, your subconscious, your conscious mind. I'm not going to argue on what's real and what's not in terms of that. But I truly believe
training your subconscious is very real. If you pick up your phone 400 times a day, which I do, you're going to subconsciously train yourself into believing this is okay, this is healthy, this is fine. Same goes for like if I go to McDonald's every day. McDonald's is fucking awesome. I love McDonald's. But if I go all the time, somehow I'm going to start believing it's okay. And I have the health problem I do because it's not only McDonald's, but it was everything. It was like McDonald's, Wendy's, all that other shit. And it all caught up to me because I said, this is okay, even when I hit a point where it's not okay. And then the indigestion just fucked me up. I had a sore throat for weeks. Shit was crazy.
Wow, from food.
Because the stomach acids, they go up your esophagus, even reaching your nose. Some nasty shit. You go, some folks will put like a camera up your nostril into your throat to look at it, and you'll be able to see the actual acid reflux happening. So you'll be able to see it when it comes up. You'll be like, that is what's wrong. So you got to just filter shit out and not eat before bed type shit.
Yeah, that's a great habit to have, not eat before bed. That's
tough. Oh, bro. I've been through it, bro. I've been through it.
Did you just use willpower for all this shit? Like coffee, food, changing your diet? Like, is it just willpower? Like, you don't do...
At some point, it becomes do or die mentality. Okay. Not that I'm actually going to die because that shit's not enough to kill me. Hopefully, by the grace of God. Thank God I'm here. I'm grateful it didn't become worse than it did. But what I'm saying is, like, I have to have the mentality, like, I have to do this. I have to stop so it doesn't kill me. You got to be do or die about things. Yes. You either make the change or you die. It's survival. Especially with addictions. Like at one point, you got to be worried about if you're going to live. That has to be enough to scare you too. And I know a lot of people that like dead ass want to die. So they would just keep... I said dead ass want to die. It's a really funny phrase. Kind of cringe. But let me just say actually want to die. I don't, but a lot of people do. So a lot of people, they experience these problems and they keep going and going because they don't care. But for the people that do care, they have to be like, okay, I want to live, so I need to change so I can survive.
Do you think that, man, like, could be a heavy subject, but
yeah,
I think that all of this is expression, right? Like, I think the food, addiction or the fast food or it's really partially dopamine addiction too.
Oh, yeah. Because that shit gives you pleasure that you don't get anywhere else.
But why do you need the pleasure? Because something's happening. Something in your life is... Like, it's not a food issue. Food's just the expression of the actual problem you have.
There's something buried that you're not dealing with. There's something going on beneath the surface that's messing with you very heavily.
Yeah, and it's so... How difficult is it to... Like, self-awareness really is fucking hard. Like, if anybody says that shit... If anybody says it's easy or that they've accomplished
self-awareness
is
painful, too.
Yeah.
Because then when you actually slip up and you actually do something wrong, you're going to be harder on yourself because of it. Because you're like, damn, I know better. And I still fucked up, and now my challenge is not beating myself up over it. My challenge now is recognizing that I made a mistake and having the strength to move past it without saying, fuck it. I threw it away one day, might as well throw it all away now. Or it's like I slipped up. I took one, so now I have to take 50. I did it once, I got to do it 50 more times. That's like not a good way to live life. That's a very like binge mentality. People binge.
How incredible are humans though, where if they go to the gym once, they're not just like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go 50 times.
Yeah.
But if they go to the gym 50 times and then one day don't go to the gym, then they'll be like, I'm not going to the gym for 50 days. Like,
total reverse psychology.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy. It's also, you kind of got to fall in love with work, man.
Yeah. It's almost like falling in love with pain to a degree too.
Yeah. Well, but the good pain though, not because there's a pain to eating two cheeseburgers. Like there is a pain inside of you.
It's a different kind of pain.
But there's something in you that's not right.
The pain of self-betterment, because they both hurt.
Yes.
Like being unhealthy hurts and being healthy hurts. You got to choose your hurt.
Yep.
And I've been through both.
Oh my God. What a fucking... That's so true, man.
It's fucking heartbreaking, bro.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to watch yourself fail and watch yourself succumb to things.
So you must throw out this kind of journey, Yeah, you must have really worked that. Your self-awareness must have really kind of grown because I truly believe if you want to know yourself, stop drinking coffee.
Damn.
For real. Like,
I haven't had coffee in forever.
You're hitting that dopamine hit every morning. I do it.
Yeah.
I'm hitting that dopamine hit every day, every morning. I need my coffee. I take 3 days off a year. That's fucking not good.
By that theory, very few people actually know themselves. Because we all go after that dopamine.
But on the other side, I also think there's a woo-woo thing where it's like, find yourself, and I'm enlightened and all this shit. That is really hard to determine what's real and what's not. So it's like the other side of the spectrum is confusing.
Yeah.
And then so is the I'm addicted to cheeseburger side, too.
Yeah.
The truth is in the middle, right?
It's picking your battles.
Yeah.
Could be in the middle, too. It's okay to do things sometimes. You don't have to cut shit out completely. Unless it's like drugs.
Do you have anything like you're really into that nobody knows, like aliens or something? Like, do you have anything that you like watch in your spare time and you're like, I fuck with this shit, but like kind of like for I don't know, I watch like a video of like a house being built or something like that. You know, like some kind of random shit I'll get into. Some
I like
rabbit
videos
hole.
about movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you watch YouTube and shit? Like,
yeah.
Like what? Yeah. Okay. Because I go deep.
Yeah.
Deep.
I'm one of those.
What did you say?
I said I'm one of those.
No. So what would you say? What did you say you were watching?
Just videos about movies.
About movies. So like, do you watch like something like Come Town where it's like a podcast and where they talk about movies?
I've never heard of that before.
Oh, you fucking dude, it's great. You gotta watch the Steven Seagal video.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, Steven Seagal at like 65 years old. He can't even hold a gun. He's like supposed to be the guy saving the day. All of his comrades are 80 years old.
Yeah, he's
makes
fire.
no sense. They're like, what's happening? Yeah. Just, I mean, he has like the magic. I don't know. Have you ever seen the video? We need to pull up a video of Steven Seagal doing like the magic touch on people.
We're pulling up Steven Seagal videos. We were gonna talk about Jersey.
Yeah, but this is a podcast, baby. This is how
True.
we rock. This is how we roll. But
That's how we do it.
Come Town is a podcast. It's now dismantled, but
Nice.
They review movies, like 3 comedians, and they're hilarious, and they review
Fire.
these movies. So, but what are the like? I just watched actually the new Avatar trailer. Are you an Avatar fan or?
I don't know much about it.
Oh no, it's so good. You didn't see Avatar in like 2011, 12, something like that.
I know about it.
I don't know why I like it so much. I hate superhero movies. I can't get into that shit.
I feel like it's a great movie, no?
Yeah, oh.
People were saying it's amazing.
Avatar is amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like, it has fictional people, but then you get other fictional movies, and I'm like, I'm not into it. I don't want them to be a team.
Probably just a better movie.
What
I
a
think
good
that's really
point.
what it comes down
Dude,
to.
do you think, like, the best is the best?
Of course.
Like, there's just a standard.
For sure. I mean, to me, my favorite movie of all time is Donnie Darko.
I'm with you.
Like, you got the Fight Club poster right there. That's another one of my favorite movies. You know, a lot of people agree with that, though. They agree with that opinion. So even though it might not be the greatest movie of all time, there's a lot of other people who feel that way that I feel about Donnie Darko.
Yeah. It's also a little bit of a cult following, too. Same thing with a lot of the movies in the 90s. I'm a big 90s movies fan. The Big Lebowski is my favorite
I think
movie.
Donnie Darko's 2001.
Yeah, no, early 2000s, and I mean, the 80s had some flicks, dude.
I fuck with Memento.
Memento's
Dope
great
movie.
too, dude.
Crazy movie.
Train Spotting.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
It's good. Donnie Darko's great. I love. That's Gyllenhaal, right? That's young Jake Gyllenhaal in that.
Oh my god,
Dude, what a killer of a dude.
Killer movie.
Really is. He plays a great part too. He's so like innocent too with his like mental disorder. Like he's just you're trying to feel bad for him, but you're like you don't know for sure, and
you don't really know what's happening.
Yeah,
I've just seen different opinions and speculations on the movie, and it just kind of opened my mind to new things. I love it when movies can help me learn about myself. Because before I became a rapper / music artist / songwriter, whatever it is you want to call it, I just wanted to be a film director and, you know, act in my movies and write my screenplays. I might do that one day, but I'm in no rush. I love music. So
on some little dicky shit of like I'm gonna just blow up in this music and then I'm gonna go make a TV show, or you know, like you can do whatever you want.
Music's my number one.
Yeah,
music's my number.
No,
one.
I'm actually really sad that he's not making music seriously. Like he literally did what he said he was gonna do.
Lil Dicky.
That's what he said he was gonna do. He said he was using it for a leverage to do to the next thing.
Yeah, me, like I said last time on the podcast, I still stand on that. If all I make is music and I die, I'll be happy with my life. If I'm on my deathbed and you're like, are you happy with your life? I'd be like, yes. Yes, I fucking am. Because music is my number one. I like it more than movies. Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't pursue being a director, because I started making music. I was like, I like this more. I enjoy this more. But movies, I still love movies.
But with the way that music videos are going now, I mean, you can
basically
make a
movie making.
Yeah, basically a movie. Mm-hmm. Which I think is incredible because it's an entirely new art form.
Entirely new.
On top of music.
Yeah, and just like creating your music is kind of like making a movie in itself. Because like you're creating a narrative, you're creating a character, you're painting pictures for people. You're basically being your own screenwriter. You're telling the story of your life in like a spicy sort of way that makes it interesting. That's what movies do. They take the mundane, the normal, and they turn it into something exciting, and they turn it into something exhilarating that captures people and makes them curious of what the fuck's gonna happen next, no matter what's taking place in the movie. People watch movies just about like two people in a relationship, and it's literally the craziest shit ever. What's so crazy about it? Nothing, but the way the story is told makes it awesome. Music is the same way. I can make a song about fucking staying home all day. It could be a great fucking song. It's all about how it's done.
Yeah, it's about
the story needs to be told in a compelling way, period.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the proof that you actually don't need shit. Like, you don't even need anything to happen to you. So many songs are imaginary. They're not even real life stories.
Or stories of somebody you know. Because there's a lot of people I know that did shit I didn't do. So my songs sometimes are a reflection of their experiences and the way I interpreted them when I heard them describe it to me.
Yeah. I think J. Cole did that. No, it was the one before KOD. It was like the less popular one. Logic rapped about his brother selling crack to his dad, right? Like, and I always thought that was Logic saying that, but it's not. It wasn't him. Like, it was him saying it, right? But it was like in the guise of I'm my brother, you know?
Yeah.
And it just gives you that. I think that's also another level of music too. I also think that's another like skill level is what I'm saying, is being able to tell somebody else's story. Like, it
means that you're believable. Mm-hmm. Being believable is like one of the key components to making great art. Because if you're not believable, even if you're telling the truth, people won't believe you. Isn't that crazy? Yo. That blows my fucking mind to think about it. If you're not believable, you can literally tell the truth about yourself and people will think you're lying.
Let that marinate.
like what? Like, that would make me angry. That has made me angry. Yo, I've made like breakup songs type shit and like romantic songs about actual like fallouts I've had with people, and it just didn't resonate because even though I was talking about exactly to the detail of what happened to me, it wasn't done in a manner that was captivating. So even though I was like telling a very raw, honest experience, the way I was portraying it was shitty and boring and just like listening to a fart. It was just nothing pleasant. But what, I'm telling the truth, but no, I was telling it in a way that wasn't captivating.
Because that's the presentation.
Yeah, there have been farts that were more captivating than some of those songs.
There have been songs about farts that have probably been captivating.
Haven't heard them.
They probably exist.
I believe it.
There's something.
I don't know if I will ever make one of those songs.
I think this is even more scary than what you said. I think it's more scary that probably either of us could convince almost anybody of kind of almost anything.
It's very scary. I hated that about myself for a long time.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were a little bit self-loathy about that.
I first didn't realize it. Then once I didn't. You
were like meeting girls' parents and they were saying you should be a salesman type shit?
Yeah, my parents being like, you'll be the mayor or whatever, you know? And I'm like, okay.
Wait, so them saying you'll be the mayor is indicative that you are just believable and that's why?
I think it was more like the social aspect of it, but it was also the fact that like I hate being wrong and I would never back down from an argument. So
never backing down is definitely a key component to like being good in that type of.
Do you ever wonder like, why do I need to be right? Like, I don't know if you don't.
I don't need to be right.
No. Like, I don't want to need to. But I kind of, there's something in me where I'm like, I want to be right. I don't know why.
A tad bit. Yeah, a little bit.
But yeah, actually, this came up actually, having been in a relationship is a great self-awareness tool. It'll expose like 90% of your bullshit.
That's crazy.
It's great, but it also exposes everything about the other person at the same time. So
yeah,
you're kind of fighting a lot of battles, but like you're working through a lot at once. But I said that to my girlfriend. I was like, which is kind of fucked up for me to say, I guess a little bit, but I was like, yeah, I could probably like tell you anything. You would believe it, That's
crazy.
Like, yeah, and I'm not a narcissist. Like I have
you
empathy.
Don't seem like one.
No, I have empathy and everything. I just know my skills. It's kind of like a skill thing. That's why I was making sales, dude. Never learning sales or knowing anything about sales. People would be like, okay, what do we do? I'm like, oh, you want to do it? They're like, yeah.
Being personable and just really like earnest is something my friend said. She said being earnest. Like, you're stripping it raw and ripping your heart out for the person, even about something that you don't know. Like, you feel it. Mm-hmm. You somehow know how to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and just feel it. That's art.
It's true, man.
It's really art.
It's energy, too.
Yeah.
It's definitely energy. Because people have said it to me before, people who don't even know me, and they're like, I just like your energy or whatever.
Yeah. Like, I like your energy.
Okay. No, I appreciate it, man. I like your energy.
Thank you.
When I saw you, I was like, this kid's fucking arrogant, dude.
Damn.
And then I was, no, for sure. We talked about that on the last podcast. Yeah. But
where was it?
And this, I'm always candid. I'll always be candid with you. I know you don't.
Where
take
was
any
it
sort of
though?
way.
I'm curious.
I probably saw your like maybe one of your profiles first, but
Really?
I saw you at a Mad Minds thing, like a low key one. Dude, I had an opinion of you that wasn't based on reality. It was just an opinion of like my appearance.
It was a low key one.
I didn't like take it too seriously. I didn't
know
you.
Low key event.
Oh, it was like not a big Mad Minds. Like it was like a Boon Tunes, like kind of.
Oh, it was Boon
more
Tunes.
Intimate. Like one of the first times I saw you or met you. I don't even think I met you the first time I saw you. I saw you
2019.
Yeah, somewhere around that general area.
I could see. Was I with a girl?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember.
Interesting. I'm wondering did I do anything or was it just my vibe?
No, I think it was your vibe, dude.
Arrogant vibe. That's crazy.
But what I realized is, and especially since I got to know you, I was like, no. He's not like that. He doesn't. I truly don't. I'm like, Ethan Ross doesn't need to be better than anybody. That's not his shit. Like,
no, that's not my thing.
Like the arrogance is insecurity. You have that. So I was like,
I'm
that's
a tad bit insecure, but I don't really try.
But,
yeah, I think to the degree everybody has. For me, it's not like I need to be better than everyone. Like, I don't think that lines up in my my to-do list.
Don't you think it would be nice if we could, with everybody, just be like, I think you were arrogant. I thought you were an asshole. Or I think, like, I don't think
I thought anything of you when I met you.
Like, nothing yet. Not good, not bad. Just kind of whatever. Yeah, I don't know this guy.
I just thought you were a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But maybe that's a problem in itself. Like, I didn't have an opinion. I think that could be an issue.
No, you don't have to have opinions on everybody.
That's true.
The less opinions, the better. I mean,
I literally thought that you were just a dude.
The less decisions you have to make, the better. That's how I look at it. Like, I think
Turk felt the same way about me when he first met me.
Yeah, but don't you not? Yeah.
Oh no, though.
Dude, I think as artists, we all have a little thing about us, though, when we go, I'm a fucking artist, bro. Like, I don't fucking make shit.
I'm important.
Yeah.
I'm important because I make art.
Do you have any more confidence that because you have, like, because all these artists think that they're going to get X amount of plays or monthly listeners and be like, I'm a fucking baller or some shit.
Is that their mindset, really?
Well, it's like a dopamine thing where it's like, I got more likes, so now if I feel better or something like that.
Bro, I just feel like I gotta keep moving.
Dude, you do. That's the real shit. If you got caught up in it at all, it would distract you from what you actually have to do.
I'm cooling. Like, I just need to keep pushing and keep investing in myself, really.
How far future focused are you? Like, how far ahead do you look?
Month or two. Mm-hmm. Not too crazy far. Not like years. This is my plan for the rest of 2023 while we're in 22. Like, no, it's not like that.
What do you think about...
I'm way more chill than that.
About, like, goals, though? What's your opinion on, like, goal setting and stuff like that?
I started studying the whole idea that systems are more important than goals.
You cracked the code.
Yeah. My boy put me on. My boy Patrick. Patrick's got a mind of fucking steel. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Patrick put me on. Shout out Patrick.
Shout out Pat, dude.
I love me some Patrick. Patrick Zappia, the GOAT. He said, Don't worry about your goals. Just have a system in place and do it every day, and you'll reach the goals without noticing. Life change. He was right. He was right. He told me this in May. I followed his advice. He's right. Like, certain things in my life, including career-wise, have changed because I just said, fuck it, push. Like, the goals, it'll just happen. It'll just happen. Regardless, because you're going to show up. You'll continuously show up until it just fucking happens.
Because the goal doesn't do anything. It's only the action. The goal is just there. The goal is made up.
And then what happens when you reach the goal? It's not the end.
It's the beginning.
I have a system. It's the beginning, exactly. So whatever goals I'm going to reach this week, I'm just like, this is cool, but I must continue because I cannot betray the system that I have in place. I just can't betray it. It keeps me going.
Do you feel any pressure where it's like, do you think there's a different level of pressure between making music when you're nobody and then making music when you do have some people who, like, you can guarantee that people are going to listen to it? Like,
of course.
Like, do you think, like, okay, my quality, like, there may be a standard now that I have to hit where it's like, it has to be at least this quality. Like, I can never go back.
A little bit, but I have a lot of trust in my taste. Mm-hmm. So the worry and the concern is less of a thing because I trust my taste so much that the energy just got to be right. Energy just got to be right, and I have to go about it like I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. And the rest just falls into place.
I'm excited to touch on the single, but can you talk to me about your album?
We didn't even talk about New Jersey yet.
I mean, we didn't tie it in a bow. We'll do that before the end.
I just painted the whole picture of the magical lore is the land with the dinosaurs and the magical Taylor ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
This is an ADHD day, dude. I
don't know what the fuck is wrong with us right now, bro.
I don't care though.
I don't care either.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be something that haunts me at night. Maybe it will.
Yeah.
The thoughts of Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, they just plague my mind.
Oh, I make the best pork roll.
I would buy one
egg,
from
and cheese. I make.
Dude, you put it on a Kaiser roll?
Bro, do you think I'm messing around?
I don't know. I have it on bagels usually.
I will do I'm agnostic. I'll do a bagel, a Kaiser, or a brioche. I'll put it on a goddamn Hawaiian roll. I don't care.
I'll take it on a Hawaiian roll any day. Oh my God, dude.
I will make you a little mini.
I'm not gonna lie, the Hawaiian roll actually sounds like a bussin' slept on, very slept on combination.
Dude, slaps too. They slap those things. And I'm
amazing.
talking a couple minutes in the toaster. Just get that baby warm. Just get that baby warmed up. I'd chef you a crazy pork, egg, and cheese, but
I'm going crazy.
I agree with you on the there's too much to New Jersey, bro. There's so much to it. Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of different cultures. There's a lot of different, like, North and South is like
it's a melting pot.
North and South Jersey is like North and South of the entire country.
Yes, and also I'll add that North Jersey itself, especially where I'm from, is like its own melting pot.
Where are you from?
I'm from Livingston, but I'm saying the surrounding towns and the surrounding area that I'm from, like Essex, Maplewood, the Oranges, Newark, Milburn, South Orange. Well, that's part of the Oranges. Then you got like Bergen County, Teaneck, Englewood, Hackensack. You got Morris County, Dover, Morristown, Randolph. Well, Randolph's a really odd town to throw in there, but that's part of my point. My point being that there's so many different types of places, so many different things going on. New Jersey is not just one thing. So people are like, what does New Jersey sound like? Bro, it sounds like a million different things. And that's part of the problem for people because you can't pin one sound to Jersey. There's people that make emo that are from Jersey. There's people that make drill that are from Jersey. There's people that make boom bap from Jersey. There's people that make metal from Jersey. People who make every genre, country, R&B. You could name anything and there's people in Jersey. There's like a small community, small knit group of people that makes it. That's the thing. Like, you can't just pin 1, 2, or 3 things to Jersey. There's so much going on, bro.
I think the fact that there is not a
I forgot to mention Montclair.
Yeah, get up in there.
Montclair, the fucking town, bro. So many dope artists are from Montclair. And they all make different types of styles of music. Right. Samad Savage is one of them.
Oh my God.
Bro, so many, and like Beat Lampers, Wamg, like all the people from back in the day I used to listen to from Montclair, like they all just make very different styles. They're all from the same place.
Yeah, why don't we appreciate that instead of telling people that they need to represent New Jersey once they make it?
Represent yourself.
Exactly. I got enough going on.
Represent yourself, and then your fans will find out about New Jersey because your lore is going to go so deep that all of your fans are going to get invested in it. And then because they care about you, they're going to care about New Jersey. Literally, like, the only reason why my fans care about cones and Cone Gang is because I care about Cone Gang.
What does that mean?
I literally have a cone tatted on my leg.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
Is it possible for the camera? Or?
Am I just going to, like, whip it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to see it.
Oh, fudge.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You're good. I just want to do it for the visual. I want to see this.
Do you see it?
Where's it at? Oh my God!
Right there.
It is a cone. Yeah, but it's not orange or yellow or nothing.
It's the blue cone. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
It's the legendary blue cone.
Sorry for audio. Go to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Just to see this.
Bro, the legendary blue cone.
Well, yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, bro. Blue cone changed my life. Out of context, it's really weird because people don't get it. But my fans, they know. They know about the blue cone. They know it. We are Cone Gang. It's not me. It's not them. It's all of us together. We are Cone Gang. We unite as Cone Gang.
So what is that? Where did it come from? Tell me.
We made a cone shrine in the woods. We built a shrine of traffic cones, and we used it for manifestation.
That's such a New Jersey thing to fucking...
Oh, it wasn't in New Jersey.
Oh, no.
That's the biggest thing, and the people I did it with, none of them are from New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So maybe not a New Jersey thing.
It was in another state.
But that sparked the...
Confidential information. I'm not telling you where it is.
It's all alleged anyway.
If you listen to my album, you'll be able to figure out. Because I have a song where I reveal where it is.
Oh, shit. Coneheads, you like that movie? You're not a fan?
I don't know that movie.
Oh, my God. You, as a fucking cone connoisseur, don't even know Coneheads.
I'm not about putting it on your head. I'm more about just stealing it off the street and then putting it somewhere.
How else would you get one? Do they sell
Buy
those?
one from Amazon, yeah.
You can get
I bought a cone.
Okay.
I've copped a cone. I've stolen cones and I've bought cones. Never seen that movie. Never will.
93.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Probably not going to watch that movie.
That's, is that Dan Aykroyd or?
Hold on.
I could be wrong.
Who?
Dan Aykroyd, the guy in Ghostbusters.
Oh, fucking Ghostbusters.
Is that
Yes,
him?
it
Holy
is.
shit. It's
Yes.
him. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Easy, you gotta watch it, bud. Come on. You can
Maybe.
do a ton of good memes from it
Maybe.
for your cone gang, dude. They got cones embedded in their heads. They're way more cone than you. You got a tat. I don't want to
It's not about what's on you, it's what's in you. Cone Gang is in me. That sounded weird. I mean it like just the spirit and the energy.
What would you define in terms of how could you describe the spirit and energy that goes around freedom? Freedom to grab that traffic cone and bring it to a new
Freedom to be yourself and create like that's just as far as it goes. It's not that deep. I'm not gonna act like it's that deep. It's really simple.
I just love the fact that you have like almost icons of or facets to your brand of like these type of things. Like I think they do.
Shit, bro.
I think they do bring people together. Like I think having a little thing where no matter what it is,
It
whether
has
it's a
to be
cone
something that's a little bit out there, but when I did Cone Gang, it wasn't with the intention of that, because Cone Gang wasn't even my thing.
that's beautiful. That's how
Cone
it
Gang
should
was
be.
somebody else's shit.
Okay.
But then I took it for my own because they let me.
Oh.
So they let me become the Cone Gang chief commander,
Cone Gang Commander.
like the Cone Gang
Commando.
general.
Yeah.
They allowed me. I was appointed in the position. I was appointed as the Cone Gang general.
There's a rapper named Jack Frost, and he's the Beard Gang General because he has a big beard. He's a truck driver. So you're the Cone Gang General.
I suppose, yeah.
Ethan Ross.
Yeah, shout out Sensu. Shout out Baggage Claim.
Is that a
Those my peoples.
what a great rap name though? Baggage. Claim.
Baggage Claim? That's my collective.
No way.
Yeah, way.
So you have artists like you and like you kind of have like a group or
Loosely.
yeah.
I wouldn't call it a group or a crew or a gang or just a tight-knit team. It's like we all support each other and we all do different things. Yeah. And we all like each other, love each other. want to kiss each other.
The baggage claim experience, though, if you think about it, is such a it's
Ironic.
such an unknown, dude, because it's like people always say that their luggage is gonna get, or you know this, you heard a story of somebody that, all my luggage is gone.
Yeah.
When
That shit
it's
happens.
never happened to you, though, every time it's that little thing of like, my luggage might be gone.
Yeah. Damn.
So baggage claim, dude, nothing's guaranteed, man.
The baggage, well, not the baggage, but the bag is claimed.
Oh.
Bag claimed. Mark Dawsick.
Who's that?
That's just, it's part of the lore.
Dude, I love it. If you know, you know type of shit. There's really nothing else to say.
That's how it goes. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous.
I still want to talk about your tracks, though. I still want to talk about your music. So
Let's go.
Dude, I listened to the single briefly, but I just did a quick listen
one?
through it. Your last single.
Fuck my brain up.
Is that the lyrics?
Head first?
The most recent one. Head First is the most recent one. Yeah.
You didn't know that was a lyric?
No.
I thought that was like the standout lyric of the whole song.
I didn't look into it enough. This is how terrible I am.
Do it 'cause it's fun to, want to. Swinging on some shit. Told him, fuck you. No?
I don't know. I'm brand new.
I'm literally yelling at the top of my lungs.
Don't judge it on me, bro. You got 16, 20,000 people.
I appreciate it.
Can we? I don't want to. I don't.
No. Let's go.
I don't care about the numbers, but you're very close to 500,000 monthly.
I'm 1K away.
Yeah, you might have hit it already, or maybe by the end of this podcast potentially. But
Maybe.
I just want to say, like,
Thank you. I love you. I love you.
that was what I'm about to say to you. Like,
Sure.
congrats, dude. Like,
Thank you.
and I know, like, you can't get caught up in the numbers and all that, but like,
You're
it's
allowed to
inspirational.
enjoy it.
It's inspirational.
Yeah, you should be an enjoyer of any milestone you hit, even if it's small. Even if you did 5 push-ups today, that's be an enjoyer of your accomplishments, for sure.
Do you celebrate things or? Like,
I don't really drink, so for me, celebrating and just like kicking it.
Yeah. Do people think that you get fucked up or?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I would guess. I would think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think people make a lot of assumptions,
Do you think
most of which are wrong.
True. It's assumptions. Do you think a lot of the people that make, like, say, Suicide Boys or whatever, or people that make the type of
Suicide Boys are sober now.
Yeah, no, I know for sure.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I was going with it, where it's like, I think the perception would be that, oh, these guys are literally fucked up and taking pills and popping whatever XYZ because they're making this loud, screaming, in your face like type of music. Where in reality, it doesn't tell you anything about who they actually are or what they do. It's just it's just their form of expression. Yeah. And for sure, rappers smoke weed, like rappers drink whatever drink. Like there are stereotypes that are true and some are not true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. What about the other rappers now that you've met that make would you call it trap metal or
Funk?
Funk.
PHONK. I didn't tell you that's what it was.
You've said trap metal and funk. You've used both terms.
Yeah, like shadow rap, dark trap, metal, funk.
Trap metal's my favorite one.
Trap metal's fire. Yeah. Just dark hip hop.
Do you like metal music?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Heavily. I love metal. Always have.
Any band
In Flames.
In Flames.
As I Lay Dying.
Do you know that?
Not In Flames, but I know As I Lay Dying.
Yeah, they're fire. Trivium. Go hard as hell. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god,
I was waiting for the track connection on this.
Drowning Pool. I like Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool's dope.
Yeah, I mean, I never really got into them. Just like the,
they're like
bodies back
OGs.
in
They're
fucking,
bodies at the
fucking
the bodies at the... They have a couple other really great songs too on top of that.
Okay.
But yeah, I just like new metal bands.
Yeah.
New metal, like the bands that like people think are sort of cringe but actually make great music, like Limp Bizkit. I love Limp Bizkit. Yeah, bro. That was my shit back in the day. Give me something to break.
Wait, is that?
I got your fucking face.
I'm on a plane with cocaine. That's not Limp Bizkit, is it?
No, that
Who
doesn't
does that
sound
one?
like
Who does that one? That one's so good, bro.
That didn't even sound like Fred Durst.
Oh, no, it's definitely not them, bro.
Yeah.
It sounded like some Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
No, it is a knockoff for sure. But it's definitely not metal either.
I used to love Rage Against the Machine, too.
I still love them. I still listen to them all the
they
time,
go hard.
dude.
Korn.
Yup.
Slipknot.
Yup. Yeah.
Linkin Park. Everybody likes Linkin Park.
I'm a big like. I guess they call it like math rock. Like
Dillinger Escape Plan.
I don't know them.
No, they're from Jersey.
No shit. I like Census Fail.
They're
from
fire
Jersey.
as fuck.
I like The Used.
The Used is amazing.
They're amazing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I forget what their lead singer's name is, but he's a crazy
Bert.
guy. Yeah.
BERT.
Yo, have you seen him on TikTok? I believe that's
No.
him. Yo, he wears these crazy fucking outfits.
I wanna see
They
it.
pulled it up on YMH the other day, Trey. I don't know if you saw it. They pulled up a guy who's singing The Used. He's got a crazy outfit on.
Oh, the dude who's like got the white face paint on with like the wings and stuff.
I think
He's like
I know what you're
standing
talking
on
about,
like a
yeah.
bench.
Is that actually him? Because if he was singing, he was really good at singing, or that's actually the guy.
So I mean, it's not the singer of The Used.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the same
That
person.
would be,
Yeah,
I so
but,
wanted it
but
to
the
be.
dude is actually singing. That is his actual voice.
He's a
And
great. Has a great.
He has a
voice.
phenomenal voice.
He does.
Yeah.
Dude, how many talented people is TikTok just putting up and just
lot.
it's so nice to see.
I love it.
It's so
I
cool.
fucking adore it.
And like it doesn't make me mad. Like it makes you a little mad when you're like, okay, some random person made an account, posted a video for 6
I'm
seconds.
not mad at it.
No,
That's literally the nature of the algorithm.
I know. It's just so many
You
people.
can be absolutely nobody and get 1 million views as long as you're charismatic. That's all it takes. Even if you're not talented, if you have charisma, like what you said you have, like the sellable, the salesman type thing, that's all you need. Yeah. You can go from nobody to just viral. And viral doesn't guarantee you'll have a sustainable career or a fan base. It just means you're viral. You go find someone on the street right now, if you just get like a very raw moment where they're really just delivering something heartfelt, like that's enough to go viral. Doesn't matter who they are or even what they're saying.
Yeah.
Truth be told.
No, I think podcasts do a great job of that because they've now people now have access to the raw person.
Yeah.
And so sure, in this hour and a half, like it's not everybody listening and watching is gonna love every topic. We didn't hit on every single thing like that. The point of it is that it's raw and there's gonna be moments that are incredible and there's going to be takeaways throughout the whole thing. It's like when you sift through the dirt, there is the gold, but you're sifting, you know?
Yeah, you
but
gotta
I think
sift through it.
podcasts really did that, dude. And like the fact that
Podcasts changed a lot of shit for sure.
yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think there was such a like insanely viewed form of media now. Mm-hmm. They were not before. They're almost trusted like the news in certain circumstances.
Oh yeah, I love podcasts. I listen to a lot of them. I'm all over that shit, baby.
You're doing the circuit too. You're just on Betos, bro. You're going around.
On what?
The circuit, podcast circuit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not Circuit City.
No. R.I.P. Circuit City.
All right, breathe, bro. That shit sucked.
Yeah.
Radio Shack was the best, though.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. KB Toys. KB Toys, you remember?
No.
I used to be like
that.
7 years old in that bitch. Toys R Us.
Is retail gonna die, or is the internet gonna take over so much that retail's gonna be like a nice
I couldn't
switch
tell
up?
you.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh fucking no. Where did we leave off? We started talking about how I like metal.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
always
given.
love that conversation. I love Dance Gavin Dance. I'm a massive
They're
fan
fire.
of
You
them.
like El Nino? They're another new metal band.
No, I haven't talked. You might have to put me on some of these. Trey listens to more metal than me. I don't know if you do. You listen to a lot of metal?
It's about 90% of what I listen to.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I mean,
So
I listen to a
he'll
little
put
bit of everything, but I listen to a lot of metal.
My
music.
whole thing is literally fusing metal and rap.
Yeah.
That's like my shit.
No, right.
Love
I
that shit.
put your shit on for him, like, because he didn't know. Because, like, a lot of
Oh.
people, we have a lot of guests, and it's not like he knows everybody.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And most of the time, you don't know, so you don't know what we're going into. But
Yeah.
I'm like, let me throw on a song. He was like, I fuck with this.
Yeah,
I
it was
appreciate
dope, dude.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, and you could say,
Thank
like,
you.
the thing with Ethan is, like, you have your, it's similar with, like, Samad. It's like, you just have your own style, you know?
Thank
like, you
you.
kind of figured out, like, you have your voice, you know?
Appreciate
I
it.
feel
It
like.
takes a long time to figure that out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think you can see, and also when you go on stage too, man, like you're like in your fucking element, bro. Like,
Thank you.
Like you're like the last
Shit.
time I saw you had the axe and you were out there and it was Halloween and it was.
The fucking
But you're just
axe
in
swinging
your
vibe.
zone. You're not worried about what people are thinking.
who's watching
or
or
yeah,
who's
yeah.
not. I'm just like, I'm trying to have a good time.
Do you know what's funny? I literally fucked up my verse the other day when
Mm-hmm.
I performed. I did the second verse twice,
Oh shit.
and it was my favorite performance I've ever done.
This is fun.
Yeah,
gives
the
a fuck?
crowd was with me, like from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And I was just in my zone. I wasn't really worried about it. But then I went back and watched the video. I'm like, nah, they were like yelling shit back to me. They were fucking. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was just so happy. So it's like, it wasn't about that I did it perfectly. Like I've had
Who gives a fuck if
performance.
it's perfect? Just have a good time and that's it.
dude. That's
it.
it.
I'm not one of those people that's really anal about my live performances. I'm more just like, let me walk up on stage, do the Tyler the Creator method, have as much fun as I can, because that's what he said in an interview back in the day.
Shit.
He said he goes up on stage and has as much fun as he possibly can, and that's how he performs. I agree with that mentality.
Me too.
I'd rather do a show and actually have a good time than worry about shit. Period. That's how we go.
Well, I feel like you're, not to put you in a box, but I feel like you do a lot of singles. Is that, you would say that's accurate, right?
I do a lot of singles. Yeah.
So why an album? Like, albums don't
Why
get
not?
pop and like singles get pop. Albums don't have that
album
reach.
time.
It just felt right.
It's just album time. It's the right moment.
Yes.
Jumping on it. It's time for the fucking album. I don't know why, but it's just fucking time.
How do you put that together, though? Do you take a ton of the songs that you made and kind of see how they piece together, or did you make an album from a concept? How did it work?
I would just make an album. Like, it's weird because it's really simple how I did it. I'm just like, I'm going to make an album. And then I just made an album. Yeah. There is a little bit of a concept, but it's not so heavy on the concept. I was working with what I had.
Can you tell me what it's called, or that's not out yet? This will be
When
out.
is this going to be out?
Probably 2 weeks from yesterday. So
I'll just say what it's called. Fuck it.
why not?
Yeah. It's called Dysmorphia.
Dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Like body dysmorphia.
Yeah. Just like self-image dysmorphia.
Was that something that is that what you're alluding to, or is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said you had certain struggles with.
Oh, yeah. That goes into it. There's a few songs on it that kind of touch into that shit too.
Yeah, I don't, if you don't want to, you don't have to go too far into it.
No, I'm always down to talk about it. It's not that crazy for me to say shit about it.
Because I feel like from, even you mentioned when we walked in, like, oh man, you look good, you've been working out or whatever. Like, it's not like other people's comments that, make me feel good or whatever, but like, I always, it's in something in my head, I'm like, gotta change that, or like I just gotta get bigger here, I gotta work on this. Like, I'm always obsessed with just changing something, and
right.
I don't know, I'm not diagnosed with body dysmorphia, but I
wasn't diagnosed either.
Yeah
Never diagnosed. I just figured that I have such a twisted, contorted view of myself.
Yeah.
Based on like how I grew up and who I was as a kid versus who I am now. Imposter syndrome is kind of part of that too. Dysmorphia is really just an extreme imposter syndrome. Whereas you look in the mirror, you almost don't recognize yourself. Or the qualities that other people love about you, you see as hideous and you can't even fucking stand them. Yeah.
Did that happen when you were a kid too, or like?
Happened my whole life. As a kid, it was really bad because as a kid, I was never getting like any sort of attention or reinsurance. I like wasn't one of those kids that was pulling bitches. I wasn't even a nerd or a dork or a geek. I was just like total outcast. And not one of the cool outcasts with like spiked hair that wears like the chains and they're punk. I was like the outcast that you didn't want to be. I was like the outcast that everybody thought was mentally handicapped and wanted to stay away from. Like a real outcast, like you would not have wanted to be my friend. I was weird. Awkward as fuck. Nowadays, the whole thing with being an outcast is like they're actually cool and they get hella pussy if they're an outcast. Like, how are you an outcast? You're just edgy. That's not the same thing as being an outcast. To me, being an outcast was like nobody wanted to be your friend except for the one other person that's just as weird as you. And then that's your only friend.
And then you're looking at other people like, what do they have? Like, at least that's what I would do.
Or like you want to be them or want to be like them.
You don't really know why you want to be. It's like, I don't really want to be them, but I want to know. Kind of boring. Like, they know something I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
And then, like, for me, it got to a point where I was almost ready to sell my soul just to be like other kids or to be like other people. Because I was so tired of being that outcast, I was ready to do whatever the fuck I had to do to change and fit in to the point where I lost myself. And then I feel like it took me to my mid-20s to find myself. Wow. For real.
So yeah, the journey from teenage years to the mid-20s.
Childhood, like even before I turned 10. Wow. It was just a whole perpetuated, not perpetual because I'm ending it now, but it was like a decade plus long cycle of me just not getting myself and me not being comfortable with myself because of constantly comparing myself to other people. So now I know grown-ass men who are dead ass doing what I was doing when I was 8 years old. And I'm like, dog, you got to get it together, bro. You got kids. You're pushing 30. Like, I'm sorry. I don't pity you, because I was dealing with what you're dealing with my whole life. I don't pity you. I feel you. Like, I have empathy. I know how it feels. But for you to sit there and, like, drown yourself in comparison to others, you have to hold yourself accountable and stop it, because that's what I did. So I don't pity other people who sit there and wallow in it and be like, oh my God, I can't stop comparing myself to others. Like, stop. Comparison to others will kill you. And it was killing my whole childhood. It was killing my teen years. I always compared what I had to what other people had. Why are they going to the baseball game and I'm not? Why are they doing drugs and I'm not? Maybe I should do drugs. Why are they accepted and I'm not accepted? Why are they social and I'm awkward? Then I realized I'm not awkward, I'm just different, and it's okay. I'm not like exactly like other people, but there's people that I get along with. So I was comparing myself to them and thinking I was like incorrect. There was a correct way to be doing things and I just didn't know the way to be doing it. So now, like, I do music, which is like my escape. Well, not really my escape, it's just the thing I do. I don't really use music to escape. I just use music because I love it. So there's people in music who kind of see it as that way to compare themselves to others, and it's like you're missing the point of art. Point of art is to, like, not compare yourself. You know? Comparing data is different. Like, if you want to talk only numbers and you want to talk, like, really shallow surface level business type shit, then it's okay to do comparisons because you're doing it mathematically and you're doing it just to, like, study the general market of where your music is going. But for you to be like, oh shit, well, he's doing better than me, so fuck him, then it's like, bro, like, you're being elementary school about this. Let's be grown. Let's be grown. Let's accept that we can all be great instead of I have to be better than him, or he's doing it this way, so I need to do it his way. It's like, no, you need to do it your way. Like, you don't see me make, like, I love Charlie Puth. Am I comparing myself to Charlie Puth and being like, I need to do him and do him better than he's doing him? Well, no, I'm going to do me and let Charlie Puth do whatever the fuck he's doing. And I'm a huge fan. But I understand I have to do what I'm doing. I'm not going to switch up and do Charlie Puth style music because it's what I like. Just let him do him. And I can do me, and we can coexist. It could all be so simple. Could all be so simple.
I think comparison is like starter fluid. Like, you can't run on it. You can't run your engine on it. Like, it might give you a little boost, like a little fuel, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it inspires me when I see one of my boys doing well, and I'm like,
but that's a good version of it.
Yeah.
That's not
That's not the same thing.
I need to be on. Well, this is the thing. Hip hop, I talked to my friend Bobby Doc about this too.
Cool.
Hip hop is
I didn't know you were friends with him.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, he's from
Cool guy.
Cranford, and my whole family's from there. And
Yeah, Bobby Doc's a cool guy.
yeah, he's cool. Dude, I love Bobby, dude. I love
Yeah.
Bobby. Went to a few of his shows, too. And
Same.
yeah. He, I don't know.
I played a show with him before.
No shit. Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
he's
think so.
around. He's around the circuit, too. And no, he's doing his thing for sure. But,
Cool.
Yeah, we were
Very
talking
cool.
about how hip-hop being competitive is a pro and a con. And I know we were talking about life.
Yeah, it's
in
a
general,
pro
but,
if it fuels your hunger and makes you want to just make dope
but
shit.
that's not gonna make you get there. Like, then you're gonna. My whole thing is there's gonna be a point in your career, and I think you already went through it, when
Yeah.
you have to realize
That's a dope ass poster right there, by the way.
the Fight Club.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
You got fucking ADHD, dude.
Yeah.
Is it, how good is that? My friend Anthony got that for me.
Yeah.
And he has as many monthly listeners as you, actually. He's my
Anthony?
buddy, yeah. My friend Anthony Amarim, yeah.
What's his name?
Anthony Amarim. He's an actor and singer. And
Fire.
yeah, no, he's great, man. You guys would definitely fucking get along.
Dope as hell. Anyway, continue what you were saying.
How is that an artist got me? That fucking makes sense, doesn't it? But
A lot of sense.
yeah, I think it's not. There's going to be a point in your career when you'll be forced to either be yourself or try to keep this fucking charade up, which you're done. Your cover's blown.
Yeah.
Everybody else can see who you're trying to be if you're trying to be somebody.
Oh, yeah. At one point,
You're the only one who can't see it, actually.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Can't see what?
If you're trying to be somebody, you may be the only one. You may think nobody else sees it, when in reality everybody else sees it, and you're the one that needs to recognize that you're trying to be somebody else.
That's a rude awakening right there. Holy shit. Yeah, because how long does a facade last?
Exactly.
Like in a relationship, it lasts 3 months.
Yep. Exactly.
With the artist, how long could it possibly last?
Yeah.
At one point, you have to be like, okay, like, my personality is this. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, yeah. You can't. Okay, you can download a Pop Smoke type beat. You can use the same flow as Pop Smoke. You can try to use the same reverb and effects as him. But at some point, you're gonna need to make your own shit.
At some point, shit needs to be sustainable.
Yes.
You can't sustain something that's not coming from a genuine place.
No. It's not. It may get short term work, but it will never long term work.
Yeah, that was my issue with making the pop music.
Like the katanas and stuff like that.
Wasn't even Katana. It was the other. It was like Vertigo and other songs I was making at the time. It was super unsustainable because I was trying to keep up with an image.
Yeah,
didn't work.
It doesn't work.
It does not work.
Ethan Ross, you're one of my favorite people, man.
Thank you.
You really are. Like
I love you too.
Yeah, dude, I love you, brother. And because there's not like we are young, we are figuring things out, and both of us too. You know, not just everybody else. But it's nice to know somebody that I feel like you're really on a track. It's not that your music is just good. It's that you've kind of done these other things in your life to make sure your focus stays on what you have to do. And you don't slip. You don't get caught up in things. You keep the right circle.
Yeah.
You have the right team.
Avoid drama.
Yeah. And I really appreciate that, you know? And I've built a team for my business. And that's changed my life. Like, that's changed me completely, dude. Delegation is incredible. Like, there are things that me and you individually know from experience that some people don't know yet because they haven't gone through it.
Yeah. They got to go through it.
Exactly. And for me, looking at you, I look at the music and what you've done there as, like, really inspirational. And I think a lot of other people do. I think they look at people like you and Samad and Chris Patrick and, name anybody from New Jersey or not, where we go, okay, they're doing it, I can do it.
Right.
And
that's my mentality too.
And they're doing it, I need to be better. Fuck that shit. Yeah. It's they're doing it. How are they doing it? Be curious. Like, that's why I do this shit, because I'm curious. I'm like, how the fuck is Ethan Ross doing this? Like, I want to know the ins and outs. Like, I want to take game. I just want to learn. So if that's the mentality, dude. Not this fucking artist competition. I got to be better. Like we said, that shit doesn't last.
Or like,
man.
Fuck this guy just because he's doing well.
Yeah. And the fact is, it's a perfect example of me getting to know you, you know, and me not knowing who you are. I'm like, this guy, what is he? Who does he think he is? Whatever. And then I meet Ethan Ross and I know you, and I'm like, nah, he's the fucking homie, bro.
Thank you.
You know? So,
damn.
Dude, thanks for doing this, man. I really appreciate it. As always, man. I love ADHD conversations, by the way. I had a great time. And I don't think this is not worth doing for me, Tret, you, anybody listening or watching, if we're not having a good time. I think
ADHD
that's the truth.
conversations make me a little anxious sometimes. You know why?
Why's that?
Because the organization kills the anxiety. When you're organized and you kind of have bullet points of what you're doing, you strategize and you like coordinate it. So there's less room for thinking. It's more just like, okay, I'm on this, I'm on this, I'm on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think we go through so much of that in life that it's a nice balance to... Like, that's if I wanted to put expectations on this, I would do it differently.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather just capture this right now when I'm 24 and however old you are, and we're just here. 26. Like, we're just fucking here. Like, I'm not worried about making this something that it's not.
Same.
I'll do a different podcast for that, but yeah, it's I really want to capture the moment. And hey, if there's fluff, if we go on something for 14 minutes, it just kind of is what it is. And I would do this with you if all of this was turned off. I would just do this with you because I love to do it.
Same.
There's no better reason, you know.
No better reason.
I don't care if this gets 1 download or 5 million downloads, man.
Fuck yeah.
I had a great time. Is there anything that you want to touch on? Obviously, I want to have you promote your single, your album, whatever you have. But is there anything that you'd like to mention?
Did we cover the New Jersey thing or no?
I mean, we can wrap it in a bow if we want, I guess. I think we kind of went around.
Did we do it or no? We kind of went around it.
Here's the deal. You could chime in. I just don't. I don't want to. You never see me saying that that New Jersey needs more representation from somebody who's not me. I can only control me. So I'll never ask anybody else to represent the state that I live. That's just my opinion on it personally. So if you're doing that, you go do it. That's how I feel. Dude, you want a famous person? You want somebody who's at they're on another level than you. Now they're supposed to care about you, little person down here. That's like, why don't you represent us?
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I just think it's like you were saying, childlike. It's kind of childlike thinking.
Yeah.
Like, why don't I go do it then?
You got to put on for yourself and the people that resonate with your art, or like the people that care about your art. And they could be from anywhere.
You said the most important point, which is,
what was it?
You will get, your fan base will be excited about New Jersey if
they're excited about you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the best piece of advice.
They'll be excited about Alaska. If you're from Alaska, it kind of doesn't matter where you're from. Where you're from automatically becomes important as long as people give a shit about your music. That's really how it works.
So such a great point, man. Anything else you wanted to touch on? I think we got Jersey wrapped.
I think we did it.
Dude, Ethan Ross, you're the man, brother.
You're the man, too.
When's this, what's the date of the album?
So Dysmorphia comes out December 9th.
December 9th. All right, we'll have it linked, whether this is out before or after. If there's a pre-save, either way, I'll link to your music and everything.
Swag.
Instagram in the show notes. You mind if people reach out to you? Or?
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Please.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
What you see is what you get with this guy. This is who he is, man.
That's how it goes.
Thanks for doing this again, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Round 2. I'd love to have you on a third time.
We will.
Let's do it, man. In the new year, 2023. Let's go.
Yes. It's just going to be crazy.
Big things happening for us, Ethan Ross.
Salute. Oh, yeah.
Tret, thank you for doing this today, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tret.
No problem, guys.
Keep doing your thing, Ethan.
You too.
I love what you're doing, brother. All right. As you know, I say it every time. I'll say it again. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Bopcast. If you're listening on the audio, we appreciate you. Watching on the video, we appreciate you. We do have that video version on YouTube if you want to go over there and check that out. And I say it every time. I'll say it again. We're on all platforms. So is Ethan's music, actually. Even the ones nobody uses. All right.
If you ever see what I saw both eyes, you'll fade, but that's okay. You are you and I'm him.